Praise the Lord. What a beautiful day. A beautiful morning. Good morning, cats. How are you? It's supposed to be a really dense fog last night, but I don't see any fog. It's a little damp out. But other than that, sun's shining. And I'm looking forward to a fun day. I'm going to pull the bike out, head into town, and get my bike blessed. I don't know exactly if there's any benefit to that or not, but I like to think so. Not to mention it's fun, just the camaraderie, getting to be around people, and they have a free pancake breakfast. I don't know the pancakes are on my diet this morning, but maybe I can have some of the sausage. Before I get ready to ride, I gotta show you my daily dose of gardening. Look at these beautiful peach irises that have just blossomed. Is that not the prettiest thing? So frilly. And look at this clematis. Here's my lilac, by the way, that I planted the other day. So Godspeed. Hopefully it excels and grows well there. I love the flowers. This is getting to be a regular chore, wiping the bugs off of the windshield. I gotta make room for a fresh batch today. Some of this bug juice is like glue. I don't understand how a bug can have guts that are so difficult to remove off plexiglass. Well, it's a warm one. I don't even think I'm going to need a jacket this morning. Probably just wear this shirt, and even that is pretty warm. I could probably get by in a t-shirt. But yeah, maybe I'll strip down to the t-shirt once I get there. Well, it looks like a wonderful morning for a ride, and I'm about to hit the road, so I'll catch you over there. place is filling up with bikes pretty quick. Got a nice chopper parked right next to me. And another one, hardtail. Look who's here.
What's happening, old timer?
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
There's the cook.
Here's the cook.
You're doing a fine job, sir.
Thank you.
How goes the battle? Yeah.
Makes it hotter over there.
Yeah.
Cook that pancake because it's faster.
See the steam coming off of them?
I do, thank you.
Okay, how about a ton of sausage?
Sure.
Okay, back home again. It was a hot ride today. It's over 80 degrees today. Beautiful day. I mean, you got some really nice big wispy clouds, but a lot of blue sky and sunshine with that too today. And up at the dealership, if you weren't in the shade, it was hot. The pancakes weren't on my diet, but I I did sacrifice and I didn't put any syrup on them. I just ate them with a little butter. Trying to do the best I can with this diet. And, you know, it comforted my tummy a little bit to have some of those pancakes in there. And it was fun to catch up with some friends there too. It was a good time up there. Problem was though, you know, in the past when they do the blessing of the bikes, you know, there must be a couple hundred bikes there. And the way they did it in the past, the priest would have a basin of holy water, and he had like a little brush that he would dip in there, and he would just scatter the holy water across the bikes, and he would go down there blessing, saying the blessings as he would, you know, splatter the water on you. And then everybody was out of there. Well, today they had the CMA, the Christian Motorcycle Association, and I think they had about 3 ministers there who were going bike by bike by bike and praying for people. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but when you got a couple hundred people there waiting, I mean, and they're taking 5-10 minutes on each person, I was sitting there for a half hour, and I was getting about ready to leave, and the other guy that I was with, he was putting his helmet on, he was getting ready to leave, and they saw us getting ready to leave, and they come over and said, "Oh, hey, before you leave, can we, you know, bless your bikes for you?" Well, yeah, that's why we came here, but we aren't sitting here all day either, you know. So it was a very slow process. I mean, I was hoping they'd come up with a better way to do it. But anyway, the bike's blessed for all that's worth, and it's always nice to be prayed for by somebody, so I did that. Now, here's a story for you. Right adjacent to the Harley Davidson dealership, okay, there is a power sports motorcycle showroom as well. They're not associated. You know, the Harley dealers is completely separate from the other dealership, but they're just like, I think there's only one hotel right in between the two. So yesterday I went over to the power sports to browse around. I don't know if I was specifically looking for a metric bike, but they have all kinds of motorcycles in there. Every single brand you can think of, including Harley Davidsons. In fact, they had quite a few Harleys in there. A lot of Ultras, used ones. But they got a lot of new bikes in there too. And one of the bikes I was looking at, I know some of you are going to shake your head, is a Kawasaki KLR 650. And what the heck is that? It's an adventure bike. Okay, it's designed for on and off road. So it'll do, you know, 65, 70 mile an hour on the highway, but it'll handle really well on the trail too. It has like off-road trials tires on it, not knobby motocross tires, but more like an all-weather tire. And it sits a little higher. It sits quite a bit higher than my Harley, and it has hard bags on it for touring, but a very agile, you know, easy to handle bike. Now, why would I think about something like that? Well, my brother has a Honda Africa Twin, which is an adventure bike. And that's an interesting bike. I've ridden that. It's a fun bike. It's quick. It's peppy. And his is automatic. You don't shift. You just give it the gas. It's like the torque converter thing. And man, that thing goes. I wasn't so interested in that. That was a very expensive motorcycle, where the Kawasaki KLRs are very affordable. So, I mean, I'm taught when I say affordable, brand new, you're talking somewhere in the ballpark of about $8,000 for the adventure bike.
You can get the standard KLR, which is not the adventure bike. The adventure bike has the hard saddlebags on it, and it's set up more for touring. Where the standard KLR, I think you can get for about $6,000. It doesn't have all the touring stuff on it. So anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna pull the trigger on that or not, but it was kind of interesting just to go look at it and see what it's all about and consider it, because then I could go riding with my brother and get off road and really, get back into the wilderness and do some challenges there. I might be too old for it. I don't think you're ever too old. I don't know if you're still agile enough to ride. I don't know why I wouldn't, but but then it's one of those things that, like, the more that I think about it, I think, okay, I'm gonna spend $8,000 on a motorcycle that's gonna sit next to this one, and then I have to, I'll ride one or the other. And really, how much am I going to actually ride it? And am I going to give up my Harley to ride the new one? Yeah, those things go through my mind, and then I think, well, geez, you got a Harley, you got a Yamaha 175, you got a mini bike. Why do you need another motorcycle? You really don't, dude. You really don't. You're just going to waste your money. And you're going to spend all that money, and then that bike's just going to sit parked in your garage. Hey, I'm a biker. I love motorcycles, though. I can't help it. I went to that store, that showroom, and I saw these Triumphs there that, God, I would love to have one of those. A little too pricey for me, though. A Ducati. They had some other sport bikes there that were just incredible. I'm not talking about a crotch rocket either, more one that you sit up on more, but a quick street bike. And they also had a newer Kawasaki 900. Remember those back in the day, the Cow 1000 or the Cow 900s? And the new ones are very similar to the old one, and I thought, oh my gosh, I would love to have one of those. Again, I'm no millionaire, so I can't just have, I wish I was Jay Leno and I could just have a collection of motorcycles, because I think that would be awesome. And I could just pick a different one every day to go out riding on and just enjoy life. No, I can't do that. I have to use my brain, sometimes I just got to pull in the reins and say, okay, slow down there, Itchy. You're putting the cart in front of the horse. Pull back on the reins, think about this, be wise about it, make a wise decision. What would my dad say? He'd go, son, you really need to sit down and think about this good and hard, because look at what you got coming up here, and is this something that you're really gonna? Yeah, I heard that story many times when I was growing up. So, oh boy. Anyway, it was fun to shop there. I saw some really cool bikes, and I'll tell you what, I don't care what you ride. You go to that place, and there's just it's like a candy store. There's BMWs, there's Suzukis, there's Yamahas, there's Hondas, there's Harleys, there's Triumphs, and it's just like, wow, there's some really cool bikes out there. I need to stay out of those places. Somebody was asking me if I'm still looking for a bagger, the Ultra. No, because it's just me now. I mean, V and I talked about it quite a bit, about getting an Ultra, because that had the big queen seat on the back with the backrest and the armrests, where she could practically fall asleep behind me. And she had, tried to persuade me to buy one and pull the trigger. And we looked at a couple. And the one we found, but we balked on it, and then we regretted it later because it was gone. It was a really good deal, and it was the exact bike that we wanted. You know, when you procrastinate, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just got to pull the trigger, make the decision, do it, go for it. But I'm pretty happy with my old Fat Boy. It gets me where I need to go. I enjoy riding it. It does the job. So why do I need to do anything different? If I had a bagger right now, you know, an Ultra, it would just be overkill for me. You know, and if I was going to tour all over the country, that would be a different situation. But I have no plans for that right now. All right. Well, let me close down shop here. Yeah, it was a hot ride today. Hot ride coming home. I had to go through town because I had to pick up some stuff in town, and it was all stop and go traffic. On the weekends, town here is busy, especially up on the square because it's kind of a touristy area, and there's like no parking anywhere, and it's just bumper to bumper traffic. And some people just circling around looking for a place to park. And some people so confused they don't know what they're doing, so they sit in the middle of the road with their turn signal on, but they don't know whether there's really no place to park there, so I don't know what to do. Where do I go? I don't know. Yeah. If you're smart, you go all the way around, take the country loop, and stay out of the city itself. But I don't know. Sometimes I just think, well, it's the shortest route. I'll just go through town, and then I regret it later. It was a very hot ride. I was wearing that other button shirt, and I couldn't wait to take it off as soon as I got home because I was roasting. Well, cats, thanks for watching my video today. Again, I will keep all you guys in my prayers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Give me that thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Until next time, cats, ride hard and die free.